RPR 180 Literary Practice Test. Ready? Here we go. Recently, I went fishing in a storage closet in my house to find an item I thought my daughter would enjoy playing with, and I found 4 medium-sized boxes bursting with VHS tapes that I had forgotten about. They were not old movies, no, they were legal video depositions. Each tape consists of a legal case of some kind being told from the viewpoint of the person being questioned. Always the same shot, just the deponent with a visible time date stamp. Why do I still have them? Court reporters are required by law to keep the stenographic record for 7 years. Certified legal video specialists debate on keeping video depositions between 5 to 7 years. VHS tapes do not have a very long life, especially if they are not kept in an environment with an even 62 to 72 degrees and in one that is not too damp or too dry. When I started working in legal video, VHS was the standard format used for both the cameras and the backup copies made with a VCR. In 2004, I began using a mini DV camera with a VHS backup because VHS was still requested. In early 2008, I stopped using VHS as a backup copy and went to a backup DVD burner. I now see a trend of backing up to a flash drive or something of a similar digital likeness, which would help videographers everywhere lighten their gear bag even more. In 2012, I started using an SD card camera, which further reduced the need for physical storage and carrying stock. These days, I only need to pack DVD stock until I switch to the digital backup. So here I am, staring at several boxes of VHS tapes. What on earth do I do with them? The thought of simply leaving them out for the trash truck created images of seeing a future news story of the mess choking some birds or killing off already endangered aquatic life. Next, I thought of them being in a dump, melting under the summer sun and polluting the ground, or even worse, contaminating the water table. No, I cannot simply have the trash collectors haul it off to some unknown to me destination. As I began to ask around, I found fellow legal videographers and videographers in general faced with the same quandary, which has kept most of us holding on to these memories and forgotten stock longer than necessary. A videographer never feels old until he or she has to deal with disposing of old technology. Up-and-coming generations will be really frustrated at the previous generations if we do not dispose of the chemically created items in a safe fashion. The spinning rock hurtling through space is our home, and we must protect it for ourselves, our children's children, and beyond. How to dispose of old VHS, CDs, DVDs, and other old technology. In my search to do the right thing, I found many people who suggested that I take the old technology to Goodwill and thrift shops. However, I'm sure they receive enough old useless items, and recycling old VHS costs money, not to mention confidentiality issues that may still exist in some cases. Some public libraries accept the donation of old VHS movies, but legal videos may have confidentiality issue, so depositing them at a library isn't keeping with our standards of practice. I have researched a few options, and I suggest you also do an internet search for local options before sending to the companies I have found. Thinking green and taking care of the environment costs money. I like to think of it as an investment in my great-great-grandchild's well-being. I might be long dead by then, but what we do now can affect the lives of people 100 years from now. Earth 911 is a great site full of information to help people help the earth. At the top of the homepage, click on the Recycle Search tab, type the kind of technology such as VHS or CD in the search for box, type in your nearest city and state, then click search. I found a very large list of locations. However, there is no detail on whether or not the locations that pop up charge for dropping off VHS, VCRs, CDs, DVDs, etc. I suggest calling before you go through the trouble of packing the truck and spending the gas. The CD Recycling Center of America is just that. They recycle CDs and DVDs and the packaging they come in. The CD Recycling Center also has a great video on how to prep your old CD technology for recycling and what they do with the end result. It looks as though they do not have fees for sending in your old technology, which is most likely due to how they process the technology and make their income by selling the reconstituted product. Green Disc takes all kinds of techno trash. However, it's best to check their site first and even contact them before getting too involved. All right, that will conclude our RPR 180 Literary Practice Test.